All right, so Kevin, this was such a quirky and unique and funny love story. Tell me about bringing it to life.
Andrew and I have worked together before as actors, and we have mutual friends in Austin and the film community down there, and just in the film indie film community in general. I'm a fan of his. We've wanted to work together, and we talked about, doing stuff together for a while. He wrote this thing, and. It was a pretty good. He said he wrote it with me in mind, and that said, when I got the first draft of the script, which is pretty much what we shot, I thought it was a pretty good likeness, of me. Apart from the divorce aspect of it, I am married, and the him Danny's newfound wealth. I don't know. Some of those things were a stretch of the imagination, and I guess the partying, aspect of Danny's life is not so much of a stretch, and it just provided a great contrast to, Guy's character's lifestyle.
So one of the things I love about this movie is we see two groups of people each trying to figure out their lives. We have Danny, who is this multi-millionaire stoner, and he's trying to figure out what's happening with his divorce and where he is in a place of love. But then we have Kobe and Guy and figuring out their relationship. But I think through it all, Danny serves as the glue. Talk to me about being that glue and bringing this love together while also still having to figure your own story out.
Yeah, I think the whole thing about Danny being the glue in Kat and Trevor's relationship is pretty random. I think he's missing a relationship in his own life. He's divorced, and I think all of the things that happened to him by the time the movie starts are pretty unexpected, and he doesn't realize that everything that he is craving he had already, and he tries to find it again with Kat, and ends up, like I said, pretty randomly helping them get their relationship together.
One of the things that I loved about this was the setting. I love Austin. I love how much is happening there. We see things happening with Richard Linklater. So many directors are using it as a base, and it becomes its own character in this movie. Tell me about how Austin created ambiance for this shot.
Well, Austin is a great place. I've been going there since about 2006 with, working with different filmmakers, and it's a pretty laid-back town, and I've always been able to do pretty good work I'm happy with in Austin because of the it's a pretty comfortable place to be. I find it to be that way, even in the summer, even when it's 100 degrees every day. It's just like a very hospitable town, and Andrew actually lives down there, so he incorporated it into the film pretty seamlessly.
If I was an actor, and obviously I have 0% acting ability, but if I was an actor, I think this is the character that I would want to play, a multi-millionaire stoner who just doesn't have a care in the world, is throwing out $200 at a time to get cats and to do whatever he wants. As an actor, tell me what it was like to have this kind of part. Was it as much fun as I hope it was?
Yeah, for me it is. I mean, some people like to challenge themselves, but I was okay with this. I mean, this, it came with its own challenges, but yeah, it's a fun part.